What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you've been here before, shout out to you. Thank you for tuning into yet another video, and if you're new here, welcome. Please get down there, hit subscribe, and while you're down there, hit the little bell icon so you don't miss out on any of the future uploads. So Melanie's been bugging me for the past month now when I'm gonna get her crazy cart put back together. She wants to see the covers on it. That's really the only thing. Today's the day, but instead of just slapping the covers on, we're gonna be doing a bunch of stuff to it. We're gonna add a headlight, a tail light, some underglow lights, and a horn. So I got a bunch of stuff in this box. We're gonna be powering everything with a little off-brand Milwaukee battery using this adapter right here. This is a USB adapter because the lights I ordered actually run off of a USB. We got a headlight here, and we got a tail light here. This is, these are little buttons to turn on the lights. We got some little power blocks, and this is the horn. So this is a motorcycle horn. This is the lowest decibel horn that I could find. So I already tried it out. It's not terribly loud, and it's gonna go in here, enclosed basically with a plastic trim around it. So I don't think it should be that loud. I want it to be loud enough, which it definitely is. I just didn't want it to be obnoxiously loud, and it's not. So to be completely transparent with you guys, I've had all these things here in the garage for way too long. I have used and abused these batteries for my own tools. The original plan was to have all of this stuff installed by her 6th birthday, and it just came way too fast at me, and I was like super busy, so I couldn't get it done on time. She knew about the lights, but she didn't know if there were gonna be headlights, taillights, underglow, or she didn't know any of the details. She only knew that I was gonna install lights. The horn was gonna be like a bonus, but she's never really bugged me about it, ever really. But she is bugging me to put it back together, so I want to do it right this time and put everything on it. So we got 3 buttons here. These 2 right here, I think I'm gonna use one to power on the headlight and the tail light, and this one to power the underglow light, and then this button right here, I'm gonna use it for the horn. I think I'm gonna put the horn at the top, then the underglow, and then the lights all the way down, I think. And I'm thinking the mount with a battery can go somewhere right here. I kind of want it to be facing this way because I don't want the battery to come off for whatever reason and fly off of the cart, because it's secure, but actually I can get it off, but I'm not taking any chance. Oh yeah, see, I'm not taking any chances. So I want to mount it this way because obviously crazy cars don't have a brake, so it's not going to come flying this way, and if it does, it'll come up here and it'll hit here, and it has this bar right here, so it's not going to fall off. If it's pointing that way, it's going to shoot straight out, and she could possibly lose the battery. So we're gonna put it this way to be safe, and we need to put it somewhere here because we need to be taking the battery on and off to charge it. So I think we have a plan. Now we just need to execute it. So I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna get to work. Alright guys, so I started working on this thing and I realized I needed a lot more things than I anticipated. So I'm kind of at a point where I'm taking a break, and I'll pick this back up once everything I need shows up, which might be tomorrow. I hope it's tomorrow, but we'll see. So one thing I did was I switched out the charging port from the normal crazy cart to an XL crazy cart so that I can charge the 36-volt battery. So we got that in place. Where the other charging port was, I'm gonna put this button right here So it'll be a little horn button. We got this button down here that's gonna be for the headlight and tail light. And this is gonna be for the underglow, but I don't have a 3/4 drill bit. And I went to Home Depot and I looked for one. I couldn't find one, so I ordered one on Amazon. It says it should be here tomorrow. If it does get here tomorrow, I think I'll have everything to finish this. I hope. For now, we're gonna take a break. What I am gonna do is I ordered the LEDs, but they're all white. So I have it all taped up. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray it with some of this red nightshade. So it's like spray tint basically. So we're gonna spray tint it red so that when it illuminates, it's gonna be red instead of white. So we're gonna paint this real quick, leave it drying overnight, and we'll pick this back up tomorrow. All right, so it looks like Amazon is out for delivery right now, so we're gonna get our drill bit. The light came out pretty good. I didn't get any paint where I didn't want it to get. It did come out like pretty hazy though. I've never really had very good luck with this paint, but let's go ahead and power it on. I have it hooked up to the battery, so as soon as I press this down, it's gonna light up. So as you can see, it's a red light, so we're pretty much good there. If I shine it towards the cart, yeah, it's a red light. So we got ourselves a tail light. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw the tail light onto the mount back here, and then I am gonna start thinking about how I'm gonna route and wire everything, because I want it to be as efficient and safe as possible. So I need to figure something out. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw this on and start brainstorming.
Think. Warning blast!
Alright guys, so it's been a few days and I haven't been filming because I've been waiting on stuff, right? I've been waiting on both materials and tools. So I haven't been filming because I've been waiting on stuff, and then I got stuff, but I had other stuff going on. I know I'm saying stuff a lot, but let me show you guys the stuff that I've done. So what I've gotten done so far is I mounted the headlight, I mounted the tail light, I mounted the positive post, the negative post, and the battery mount. I'm gonna do it here on the seat. I had to get some countersink bits and make the holes for the bolts here so that it's flush, so that it doesn't hurt you while you're sitting on the seat. And I did it this way because the seat costs like $20, I believe. So if I need to move it and I can't reuse like the same holes on the seat, which I don't see why I would have to move it, but in the event that I do, I can always get a new seat. I didn't want to drill more holes into the cart to hold the battery because, you know, that's kind of like irreversible. I can weld it and grind it and make it look like nothing happened, but it's a lot more work than just paying 20 bucks for a fresh seat and everything is gonna look perfect. So that's why I did it that way, and it's more convenient that way. The battery is gonna actually sit like this, so it's gonna be sitting upright just like that, so it's not gonna come up and out. So I think we're good. I sort of kind of started on the wiring. See, this is the power wire for the horn. I mounted the horn down there, by the way. So this is the power wire for the horn. This is the one that goes to the button, and then all of these are coming off of the switches right here. So while I was waiting for everything, I kind of drew a little schematic for myself so I can know how I'm gonna wire it, but things changed. The controller brought this extra plug and it says taillight option, but I hadn't seen that on the side it says 36 volts. So I can't use this to power the horn, and that's what I wanted to do. I wanted this to power the horn because this would be powered by the actual battery of the cart. So she was always gonna have a horn without having to put the Milwaukee battery on, but it's not gonna work out because this is 36 volts and that's way too much for the horn. So we're gonna wire the horn on one button, headlight and tail light on the other button, and the LED lights on the bottom. We're gonna do that on the third switch. And all three switches are gonna be powered by the battery. All three switches and all three options are gonna be powered by the battery now. So I had to change up my little schematic a little bit. Well, I didn't do it on paper, but I did it in my head. And then I know this is a lot of like mixing up, but I also decided not to go under the cart for the wires. Instead, I'm gonna go under the seat here. So I got these wires from the battery. They're gonna go under here. And then these for the light are gonna go under here as well. I'm gonna drill a hole up here so it can just go in right there. So right now the seat is up 2 inches, so that's why it fits. But once I have to lower it down, once Melanie grows more, all I have to do really is just cut a little indent right here for the wires to come out of, and I'm good to go. And to cover the wires, I went and bought some little C-channel right here. So I'm gonna cut it and I'm gonna basically put it in right there. That way the wires are always protected. They're always gonna be under there. And this I'm just gonna end up welding onto the cart. And I don't want to like ruin the cart, so I'm not gonna grind it down too much. I'm just gonna weld over it. It just has to hold, it's not holding any weight. It just has to stay there basically. So I'm gonna just do some little spot welds just so that it can hold. All it has to do is protect the wires, and that's it. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna shoot some black spray paint on it just to make it look good. And then to hold the power and ground wire for the horn and for this light up here, I have this little steel tube that fits in perfectly right in here, as you can see. Right there, fits in perfectly right there. So I'm gonna weld that in place as well. And that's what's gonna hold the wires and protect them for when I am steering. They're not gonna get in the way. They're not gonna get caught with any moving parts. So we're gonna be good to go. So that is basically the final plan. I know that was a lot of talking. So all we have to do now is get to work and see if it all works. So I'm gonna put you guys on a time lapse and I'm gonna get to work. So I got the little tube in there all tacked up, and I also got this bar here in place. I just tacked it up on here because that's the only spot where it actually touches the cart, and up here, but I tried to get in there. I couldn't really get in there, so I'm not too worried about it. I got some nice 1.5 inch welds here, so I know it's not gonna go anywhere. So I got it all taped up, and we're gonna shoot it with some black. And I hate dealing with wet paint, so I'm gonna shoot it with this black, and then we'll be back tomorrow to wire everything, and then it should finally be good to go. This thing has taken me so long that I'm just tired of this job, but at the same time, I can't wait to see what it's like once it's all done. So like I said, I'm gonna shoot this paint. We'll come back tomorrow, wire everything up, put the seat back on, put the side covers on, and we'll be good to go. Alright guys, so we are back. As you can see, the paint turned out super nice. So what I'm doing right now is running power and ground both from the light right here, and I had to cut it at different lengths so that it doesn't try to bind in here. So I got the ones for the light, and I also have to do it for the back here for the battery right here. So this is gonna be the power and ground that powers all the lights and the horn. Got some notes right here of what's left to do, so I'm gonna go ahead and put you guys up on the stand and get to work. All right, guys, so here is the final finished product. I got everything put back together. I got the covers on. Everything is bolted up. Nothing is loose. Got the seat on. Everything underneath is nice and secure. Now, the only thing is, let's see if it still runs. So I'm gonna pick it up. Oh yeah, we're good. So we know that works. Now, let's go ahead and try everything else. So let's put our battery pack in like that. So horn should work. Yep. Lights should work. Yeah, look at that. That is pretty cool. And front and rear lights should work. Yes, sir. Look at that. Nice. So as you can see, it just got dark on us, which is perfect for us because all the lights are gonna shine really bright here in the dark. And today is actually Father's Day, so if you're a dad and you're watching this, happy Father's Day to you. I told Emily that what I wanted to do for Father's Day is finish this for my little girl, so I got it done. And she hasn't seen any of it yet. So let's go inside, let's get her to get on it and see her reaction. All right, Mel, you ready to ride your crazy cart again?
Yeah.
All right, so get on it and press this button, okay? All right, now come out here. All right, stop. You see that top button right there? Press it.
Oh.
You have a horn now.
What?
Yeah. Press it.
Ooh.
Ooh. Do you see it? Come here so you can look at it. Look at your cart. Ooh, that's pretty
Then
cool.
what about this?
Huh?
What about this?
That? Oh, for that one you have to press the bottom one. So press the bottom one, yeah. Boom.
Oh.
Now you can ride it at night.
Go.
See how shine it brights? How bright it shines.
Bright.
And she has a tail light, so yeah, go.
That tail light is bright.
That thing is super bright. I need to point it down more then. What? You like it?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, right? All right, guys, so Melanie freaking loved it. And I added the horn, and I had the feeling that that was gonna be her favorite part, and I was 100% correct because she is honking and honking and honking now, so she loves it. The only thing is I can't get the LED lights to work with these remotes. These remotes are like the ones that come for like your TV and all of that. They're all crappy and I can't get it to work, but the one in our room, we have to like press it hard and for a while, so we're still gonna mess with it. Hopefully we can get it to work, but if we don't, the Underglow is still pretty cool as it is. So not too worried about that, but yeah, that's gonna do it for this one, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it because I know I did, but if you did, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. And while you're down there, hit the little bell icon so you don't miss out on any future videos. But that's gonna do it for this one. So as always, keep moving forward and stay on the gas.